Number 123, Bomb Track. Number 66, La Bruja. Number 0, Cherry Choke. Number 99, Cincy Psycho. Number 4, Joanna Hurt. Number 27, Poppy Chulo. Number 6, Railroad. Number 74, Rocks Solid. Number 5, Ruthless Chris. Number 2, Sister Shove Child. Number 71, Hot Slice. And the captain of the visiting Violent Lambs, number 44, Murder Her. Coaching your Violent Lambs, Quad Almighty.
And now, defending their home track, it's Team Unicorn! Skating for you tonight is number 0W, Gertrude Awakening. Number 45, Nefarious. Number U812, that's Lolo Bones. Here she comes, 18 feet Alligator. And always stunning, 49, Miss Donna Stunner. Here she comes, 409, She Biscuit. Number 65 plus, it's Blanche Devereaux. What time is it? It's 3 a.m., Miss Booty Collins. Number November 5th, it's Scarlett Osnaria. Number 48, it's Micro Mahler. She's coming right for you. She's B-52 Sequin Destroyer. Number 63, the lovely Miss Velma Von Tussle. Number B1T, Fandango. All right, and now it's number 102, it's Sugar Lumps. And on your bench tonight, we have the lovely Miss Dame Judy Bench and Anya Knees.
Thank you, Dreamboat Fanny. Refereeing and NSOing tonight, we have our head referee and our inside pack referee, Eddie Lizard. Inside pack ref, Enemy of the State. Jam referees are Stark Raving Mad, Captain Gorgeous, and Whistler. The outside pack referees are Pollywog and the Gorin Reaver. Our referee alternate is Uma Mas. Our penalty wrangler is Ermagod Ruffer. Penalty tracker is Bjorn to Kill. Inside ringster is Modus Pones. The penalty box manager is A. Crew. Penalty timers are Squeaky Mo and Roosevelt. Our scorekeepers are the Charminator and Gavno the Ugly. Our scoreboard operator is Shaunuff. Jam timer is Stabby McNeedles. Period timer is Meaner Teener. Our lineup trackers are Sun Beach and Chaotic Neutral. The outside WB Echo is Irene Adler. And our alternate is Dread Gazebo. And now, ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise and face the American flag that is on the far wall over by the scoreboard. And remove your headgear and listen to the ambulatones as they favor us with the national anthem. All right, and we're getting underway with this first jam of this first bout. It looks like we have Blanche Devereaux wearing the star for Team Unicorn, and that would be number 5.
That's going to be Ruthless Chris for the Violent Lambs for Cincinnati on the line right now. And blowing the whistle, and we're off. Ruthless Chris in the back, looking, trying to get through, hitting about 3 purple blockers there for Team Unicorn, fighting to get up through the pack. And Ruthless Chris gets through with the lead jammer.
And as she gets through that, Blanche Devereaux still stuck inside of the pack.
Ruthless Chris absolutely hitting a wall of Team Unicorn in the back, fighting to get through, and she does. She's going to call it off, and she got, it looks like, 4 points on that first pass. It's going to be 4 points for Ruthless Chris and the Violent Lambs.
We've got She Biscuit jamming for TU.
And on the line for Cincinnati, that's going to be number 12, Bomb Track, taking the jammer star.
And with a 4-0 lead, the whistle gets them started. And She Biscuit looking for some room on the inside. To the outside, we've got the jammer for Cincinnati. Oh, she's going to be up against a 2-wall, not going to get anything there. Run to the outside. Coming around the corner, it's She Biscuit by a nose.
She got a lead jammer there. That was good, fighting off those blockers with Violent Lambs.
She Biscuit is through on her initial pass. Now she's ready to start scoring points for her team. She gets 1 point for every person she passes in bounds. However, it looks like number 12 has taken the lead, even though She Biscuit is the lead jammer. But she's being forced out and recycled through the pack by Alligator. So that's going to give She Biscuit pack advantage again.
Bomb Track coming up through the pack. She's going to look to the inside. Nefarious going to put a sit block on her alongside Sugar Lumps. She's going to give her nothing.
Well, she did put up 4 points to Team Unicorn's 3 points on that pass. I see team captain, number 3 AM, Booty Collins, wearing the star for Team Unicorn on this third jam. She'll be facing off against...
That's going to be 71 Hot Slice on the line right now for the Violent Lambs. Get ready for this next jam to start. Oh, and it looks like Hot Slice is going to the penalty box. That's going to give a power jam to Team Unicorn.
So remember, after she makes her initial pass, Booty will pick up 1 point for the skater in the penalty box. Actually, 2 skaters in the penalty box now, so all she has to do is pass these 3 skaters, and she'll bank 5. So on this first pass, we will be tying it up, and on the second pass, we are going to have a lead change. Oh, Booty Collins has called for a track cut on her first scoring pass. That's going to release Hot Slice from the box. But Booty Collins, rather than serving the full minute, will only serve the amount of time that Hot Slice served.
Yeah, but like I said, she is now back in the pack. She is working on a 3-wall of Team Unicorn there. Is able to knock down 1 blocker and gets through. She, of course, is not lead jammer, trying to get right back around the track. Joanna Hurt and Murder Her taking up spaces in the penalty box for the Violent Lambs. That's going to be a 4-on-2 pack advantage right now for Team Unicorn.
And both jammers are through on their initial scoring passes.
And Booty makes it through the pack again.
That's going to be a 5-point grand slam for Booty Collins. And as there is no lead jammer, this one will go for the full 2 minutes on the jam clock.
Yeah, so we're going to go looks like that 4th minute time. Oh, a little jammer on jammer love right there.
Gertrude Awakening sent to the penalty box.
Booty Collins laying a shoulder
Racing
there
to
to
the
Hot
back.
Slice.
Booty Collins through.
All right, she's on the inside.
For another 5 points. 4 points, I apologize. 4 points.
A little support there from Joanna Hurd from Hot Slice.
4 points apiece.
Cincinnati taking that wall in front of 3. Oh, that's going to call the jam. That's going to do it for that one.
This awesome music tonight is brought to you by Be Cool Entertainment. Be Cool Entertainment is your entertainment headquarters. Check them out at BeCoolEntertainment.com.
And I see one of our Team Unicorn rookies, Fandangled, is wearing the star for the turquoise and the purple. She'll be facing off against number 5. Who is that?
That is going to be Ruthless Chris. This will be her second jam of the evening.
Team Unicorn Jammer stuck in the back. Sugar Lumps defending.
And Ruthless Chris, lead jammer.
And Sugar Lumps gets outside the zone of engagement and gets sent to jammer jail for a minute.
And Fang Dangle has made it through the pack.
And I see the referee waving his arms back and forth. That's indicating that Fang Dangle is free to start scoring points. She is not lead jammer.
Okay, so we're going to start this jam here with number 12, Bomb Track, jamming for the Bonnet Lambs. There's going to be 2 in the box for Cincinnati, La Bruja and Cincy Psycho.
And returning to the jammer line for the second time this bout is Blanche Devereaux. And we're off to an extremely slow start with this jam. Heading into the first turn, both jammers are jockeying for position.
There's now La Bruja back into the triangle skinner.
She's got it on the inside.
And Blanche being held behind that wall of white. Being very impressed by Cincinnati's defense this bout so far.
And Blanche Devereaux makes it through the pack.
Got 3-on-4 pack advantage right now for Team Unicorn. Cincy Psycho still in the box for Cincinnati.
Bomb Track's fighting.
Now as Blanche starts scoring points.
Bomb Track still looking, trying to get around.
Pick up a point for Cindy Psycho, the ghost point in the penalty box.
Yeah, 4 points of Bomb Track, but she calls it off right around turn 4 into turn 1. That's going to be the end of that jam.
One of our sponsors tonight is Gail Ambrose's Chocolate, fine chocolates handmade at 2086 Atwood Avenue in Madison.
And we have another rookie, Lolo Bones, U812, wearing the star for Team Unicorn. She's going to be facing off against number 71. That is Hot Slice.
That's Hot Slice on the line for Cincinnati.
Velma Von Tussel's got the jammer in the back.
Oh, and a hit there from Railroad. Knocking the Team Unicorn.
And Lolo Bones is struggling.
Lolo Bones goes down hard in that second turn.
Hot Slice getting lead jammer for the Vinyl Lambs. Hot Slice down and back up in the pack, taking a shoulder to the floor, and she is now working on one to beat, number 48 for Team Unicorn, but she does call it off, and that's going to end that jam.
Well, the Violent Lambs are demonstrating classic jam it and cram it strategy, getting lead jammer, scoring a pass, and then calling off the jam before Team Unicorn put any points on the board.
That quick hitting, quick fashion is a good thing to do. You want to score some points and stop the other team from getting there, scoring some of their own. It's an excellent strategy. On the line right now, Ruthless Chris back in with the jammer patty, taking it on for Cincinnati.
And she's going to be facing off against one of our veterans, Sugar Lumps, 1 or 2, jamming for Team Unicorn.
Team Unicorn doing a good job holding that jammer. And Sugar Lumps makes it through the pack.
Sugar Lumps is through. She is lead jammer. Ruthless Chris is hot on her tail.
And Ruthless Chris right on her tail. A little jammer on jammer action there.
It's important to remember the jammers are the only people who are allowed to engage each other outside the zone of engagement. And Sugar Lumps is going to call that one off before anybody can score any points. So we still have a 16-point difference, 32-16, heading into the 7th jam.
Bomb track back in, now going to jam for Cincinnati. 2 Violent Lambs in the box right now. That's going to give Team Unicorn a 4-on-2 pack advantage, starting this jam off.
Ooh, she tries to run up the outside and runs into the shoulder. Alligator knocks her down hard to the outside.
That was a nice hit.
Coming out of the second turn, Nefarious to take lead jammer status as another Cincinnati blocker is sent to the penalty box. So we're keeping that 4-2 pack advantage for Team Unicorn. A third blocker sent to the penalty box, but is waved off. There's no room at the end. She's going to have to serve her time later.
Cincinnati is having some penalty trouble early here. 2 in the box right now. 1 just waved off,
and Nefarious calls off the jam.
But not before Cincinnati manages to squeak out 1 more point for a net gain of 3. So it's going to be 20-32, to 33.
And this is another good time to mention our wonderful sponsors, Club Inferno, 1718 Commercial Avenue, Madison's hottest club.
Right across the parking lot, a swell place to go and get sauced after the bout. I see number 71, Hot Slice, going to be facing off against Team Unicorn's team captain, Booty Collins.
little check right there from the Unicorn Jammer on the Hot Slice as they're scrumming around, everyone trying to jockey for position, trying to get up front.
And Booty Collins breaks through the pack.
Both jammers are through the pack. Booty Collins is lead jammer. As you can see, the referee's got one hand in the air, one hand pointing at her.
So what do unicorns say? Like, what noise do they make?
And a 0-0 jam on that. Team Unicorn has been able to get, by my count, the last 3 lead jams, but not put up a whole lot of points. Cincinnati defense has been good to keep them back. This jam coming up, Ruthless Chris back on the line for Cincinnati. And there is going to be 2 in the box for Cincinnati. Another 4-on-2 pack advantage for Team Unicorn.
We have Bang Dangle returning to the jammer line for Team Unicorn. She'll be facing off against number 5, Ruthless Chris for the Violent Lambs.
And Bang Dangle is your lead jammer for Team Unicorn.
As the Violent Lambs penalty box is emptying out there. Now they have a 4-3 pack advantage. Oh, I spoke too soon. Here comes Big Ugly, number 72. The Team Unicorn is going to keep their 4-2 pack advantage. Remember, Bang Dangle will pick up ghost points for the 2 players in the penalty box. Every 3 players she passes, she'll pick up 5 points. So she's going to pass 1 and get 3 on that pass. So we went from a 16-point difference to a 10-point difference. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a 10-point game. 2 passes, and we'll have a tie score, 3 passes, and we'll have our first lead change of this bout.
Alligator is jamming for Team Unicorn.
That's going to be Bomb Track on the line for the Cincinnati Violent Lambs. I believe Cincinnati's been on 33 points for quite a while. They have not been able to pull ahead and put any points on the board for themselves. Working on hoping to stop the bleeding here. Oh, Bomb Track makes a whip up at Joanna Hurt, but goes to the floor. She is now fighting all the way at the back of the pack. 3 now, big 3 wall of purple jerseys. Oh, and a big pile up there. Bomb Track is able to get through.
And Alligator's your lead jammer. Oh, no, she's not. Oh, no, she's not.
And that is Bomb Track lead
Bomb
jammer,
Track.
Cincinnati. Bomb Track calls it off. That's another 0-0 jam. Nobody scoring points on that pass. Hot Slice making her way to the line, going to jam for Cincinnati.
She'll be facing off against Lolo Bones, U812 for Team Unicorn.
Lolo Bones is lead jamming for the Team Unicorn.
And the whistle goes, and here we're off with the next jam. Hot Slice in the front, fighting with a few purple jerseys there, working on trying to get in front. Born forced to the outside. Down on a knee now. Oh, and Hot Slice sent to the box.
Hot Slice sent to the box. That's going to give Lolo Bones a power jam if she can get through this pack on her initial pass. Team Unicorn's going to be applying looks like a slacker offense. They're going to stop skating, trying to lure the skaters from Cincinnati outside the zone of engagement. They get outside 20 feet. They got to let her go. She's through. She's our lead jammer, ladies and gentlemen.
And two Violet Lambs coming in at one time. La Bruja and Big Ugly having a seat with Hot Slice. That's going to put two blockers out on the floor for Cincinnati against a full-strength squad for Team Unicorn.
And Lolo Bones is off to the box.
Team Unicorn has a 4-on-2 pack advantage and an all-important 1-on-0 jammer advantage. Oh, but Lolo Bones is on her way to the penalty box. So Hot Slice is going to be released. She's going to be able to start scoring points for her team.
Hot Slice now back in the pack. Looking to make a move, trying to find a hole, a little bit of daylight, trying to get through, looking for some breathing room. And she is almost through. Oh, but goes out, comes back in.
Sugarlump's doing a good job holding back that jammer.
It is worth noting that in all this back and forth we've been seeing, no one has scored any points in the 1 minute and 48 seconds of this jam so far. It is still a 10-point game, 23-33, advantage to Cincinnati. And that was Hot Slice's initial pass. She did not score any points. The jam clock has expired. That was a lot of energy for no net gain on either side.
You know where we go to practice when we're skating? We go to Fast Forward Skate Center, one of our sponsors. Come discover the fun of roller skating.
And we have a timeout. This timeout is brought to you by Hinckley Designs, always at turn 1 and turn 4. Hinckley Productions, proudly filming Mad Rollin Dolls Roller Derby since 2008. They film our bouts and our commercials. Please consider Hinckley Productions for your next video project.
Another sponsor we have tonight is Ian's Pizza. 3 different Madison locations to choose from. This is what democracy tastes like. Another sponsor we have tonight is Just Coffee. Buy some Just Coffee. It will help out our travel teams raise some money. Bike delivered fair trade organic coffee roasted in Madison.
Speaking of travel teams, tonight's beneficiary of the shout-out box at the merch table is the Dairyland Dolls Travel Fund. For $1, you can cheer on your favorite skater, welcome a Derby virgin to their first bout, wish someone a happy birthday or a happy anniversary, or just make us say something stupid for $1. $1 to benefit the Dairyland Dolls Travel Fund. Put your shout out in the merch table, the box on the merch table, and while you're there, buy some swell swag. It'll make you the envy of everyone.
Another sponsor we have tonight is the Shoebox in Black Earth, Wisconsin, one of the largest independent shoe stores in the USA, representing over 100 shoe companies. Service like it ought to be.
This official timeout is brought to you by the Velvet Waxing Studio. Let Velvet Waxing assist you with your blocker and takes a few laps around your hair-free services. Velvet Waxing, put your unwanted hair in the penalty box.
Okay, I think we're ready, almost ready to get back here in the action. We're going to play some more Derby. Ruthless Chris with the Jammer Star for Cincinnati.
And She Biscuit, Team Unicorn.
She Biscuit, rookie this year for the Quad Squad. Remember, Team Unicorn is made up from players from all 4 of Mad Rollin Dolls' home teams.
A lot of scruff going there through in the front. Ruthless Chris,
Nice.
lead jammer for Cincinnati Violet Lambs.
Nice attempt by Sequin Destroyer.
A lot of the action going on there in turn 4. Ruthless Chris looking for some daylight.
Seabiscuit jockeying for position on the outside. Ooh, first on hard. I think that was Big Ugly, knocked her out of bounds.
Team Unicorn doing a good job holding back the Ruthless Chris.
Picked up a minor track cut there, no pass, no point, coming in front of Big Ugly.
Ruthless Chris picking up 5 more points for the Violent Lambs.
That was Seabiscuit's first scoring pass, putting up 4 points for the Team Unicorn.
It's a pretty close game, don't you think?
It is 11 points. That's easily made up. It was 2 or 3 passes. And Cincinnati's going to call off the jam. Looks like we got 27-38. Went from a 10-point game to an 11-point game. I take it back, up to 40. 13-point game.
If you want a cold one, you should hit the Shamrock Bar in downtown Madison. Longtime Derby sponsor and host of some after parties.
Speaking of after parties, where is tonight's after party, Fanny?
Oh, that's a good question. Tonight's after party is at Plan B.
We love after parties.
Plan
Right.
B, isn't that Madison's hottest gay bar on Willie Street? They're a great Mad Rollin Doll sponsor. And we have another official timeout.
Well, then we might as well talk about Tex Tubbs, one of the best Mexican restaurants in Madison. Feed the Doll sponsor, Tex Tubbs Taco Palace, 2009 Atwood Avenue.
All right, that was an extremely short timeout. And we have Blanche Devereaux wearing the star for Team Unicorn. She'll be jamming against number 12 for the Violent Lambs. That's
going to be Bomb Track out there
Track
for the Violent Lambs. That's right.
Well, she certainly does blow up the track every time she's out there.
Lighting the track on fire, she has been. And I'll tell you what I've been really impressed with is that with the penalty minutes that Cincinnati has been accruing, they're still able to be ahead.
These teams are very evenly matched, Fanny. Normally we see lead jammer declared by the first or second term, but these teams are almost making a full lap before somebody manages to take lead jam status. Once again, the Cincinnati penalty box is just so full. Wanna Hurt doesn't even have a seat.
So 0 points on that jam for Cincinnati. Looks like 4 points picked up for Team Unicorn on that last jam.
So we're within 9 points, 31-40, heading into the 14th jam of this first half.
Anybody's game.
Now, as you see these players sent to the penalty box, it is important to remember 7 trips to the box and you are out of the game. So these skaters have to start being a little careful that they don't rack up too many trips to jammer jail.
Hot Slice looking to make a move, and she is lead jammer for the Cincinnati Violent Lambs.
But she sees Booty Collins right there in her rearview mirror.
Kind of a mix-up, neither team either taking really the front or the back, kind of just in a mix there. 4 more points for Hot Slice for Cincinnati. Big Ugly putting a hit on the jammer for the Unicorns, and Cherry Choke taking her down. Booty Collins have to get up and back up.
Booty Collins forced out to the outside on that 4th turn and recycled back through the back of the pack. She's got a lot of ground to make up as Cincinnati puts up a 5-point grand slam. Hot Slice passed all of the blockers and the jammer to put 5 points on the board for Cincinnati.
And coming into the box for Cincinnati is Cherry Choke. That is going to continue to give Team Unicorn a pack advantage right now. Looks like, well, no, actually an even 3-on-3. Sugar Lumps is still in the box for Team Unicorn.
And Hot Slice calls off the jam.
And Violent Lambs made up some ground with an 18-point lead now in this first half. We got 16 seconds till the clock go for the jam lineup, and we have about 8.5 minutes left in the half.
That was interesting. Seabiscuit just stripped off her pivot cover.
I couldn't hear if you said this, but that is Ruthless Chris on the line for Cincinnati. Taking the jammer star. Oh, and she is quickly lead jammer, almost right at the apex of turn 1.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Bang Dangled working her way through the back. She is clear, but she is behind Ruthless Chris, who is your lead jammer. Once again, that Cincinnati penalty box is filling up. Team Unicorn doing an excellent job of maintaining their penalties and keeping a full pack on the track.
And that's going to do it for that jam. Ruthless Chris working on getting more points, but she comes up empty in that exchange. 0-0 on that last pass for both teams. That it looks like a score right now, 58-35. The Violent Lambs over Team Unicorn. About 7:20 left in this first half of our opening bout of the evening.
And Alligator is your jammer for the Team Unicorn. She's one of my sisters on the quad squad.
She's going to have her work cut out for her based on what I've seen from bomb track number 12 from Cincinnati this bout. She has been an unstoppable force this game.
And bomb track gets the lead for Cincinnati.
Cincinnati holding Allie back, and she breaks through.
She is lead jammer, but Team Unicorn does have pack advantage of 4-2 right now.
Cincinnati setting up shop in the back. Bomb track through for, it looks like 4 points for the bomb track.
But Alligator's going to match it with 4 points of her own for Team Unicorn. Allie's only got to pass those 2 white skaters to put 4 points up on the board. Donna Stunner and Lola Bones both going down hard on that third turn. It's another 4 points for Cincinnati. And Alligator matches that with 4 points of her own. Cincinnati just needs to put a revolving door on that penalty box. As soon as one goes out, another one comes in, it seems.
And now would be a good time to mention another one of our sponsors, Bunky's Cafe. Delicious, relaxed atmosphere and superb staff. 2425 Atwood, Bunky's Cafe. So, do you have a derby wife?
Do I have a derby wife?
Right.
I do not. I am derby wifeless, actually.
You need to get one. We all have them. Mine is out there right now. That's Velma Von Tussle, my derby wife.
Is that one of the cool things to do? All the cool
Everyone
kids have
does
derby
it.
wives?
All the cool kids have one.
Can I just have a lot of derby girlfriends?
I'm a derby polygamist.
And on the line right now for Cincinnati, I believe her first jam of the evening, Sista Shovechild.
She's going to be facing off against Nefarious, returning to the jammer line for the second time, I believe, this bout.
And here we go. Sista Shovechild working to get through that line of purple.
Well, this is her first time wearing the jammer star this bout, isn't it?
Blanche Trevorrow's going to the box.
And Shovechild, lead jammer for Cincinnati.
Sequin and Sugar Lumps doing a good job holding her back.
And she's got to let her through. Sista Shovechild, 5 more points for the Violent Lambs.
And Nefarious makes it through the pack.
Cincinnati in the last couple minutes have done a good job of building on that lead. It was getting closer for a while, but Cincinnati has started to pull away just a little bit.
Sista Shovechild shoved to the outside by Velma Von Tussle.
These ladies are in such good shape because of the help of CrossFit Sanctify, one of our sponsors today, where Derby girls work out. To sanctify means to be set apart.
And I'd like to thank McDonald's for the shape that I'm in, the round shape.
Oh,
It takes a lot to look this good.
PBR. That's good.
On the line for Cincinnati.
And bursting out of that first turn, number 409, She Biscuit takes lead jammer status for Team Unicorn.
And she shot out of there quickly. I couldn't even get out of my mouth. It was jamming. Quickly got through. Some great offense from her team.
That Grand Slam is going to give Team Unicorn a much needed 5 points, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for Team Unicorn and She Biscuit. More cowbell, please.
Not only is she a derby skater, she's also a bike enthusiast. She Biscuit calls off the jam.
All right, on the line now for Cincinnati is going to be the bomb track, putting on the jammer patty for Cincinnati. 3:24 left in this first period. Violet Lambs up 79-51 over your home Team Unicorn.
Still an 18-point game, not insurmountable by any means. And looks like Bomb Track's going to be facing off against Lolo Bones, and being forced to the outside and recycled back through the pack by number 0 for the Violent Lambs, Cherry Choke.
And no pack called, and they've got to let her through. Lead jammer for the bomb track for Cincinnati. And Cherry Choke going to the box, looking for a track cut for the Violent Lambs.
Cincinnati's going to the box.
Yeah, that's a track cut there for bomb track.
Yep.
That's going to give Lolo Bones a power jam. So every time she makes her way past those 3 skaters on the track, she's going to put up a 5-point grand slam, ladies and gentlemen.
Cincinnati working on keeping her back on. She gets through. And now
Bones gets the track. So she'll be sent to the box, and the opposing jammer will release.
it's a nice little revolving door there at the penalty box for the jammers. And of course, she is only going to serve as much time as Bomb Track did. Bomb Track coming back into the mess there, hitting a 4-wall or 3-wall of some purple unicorns, and she gets 5 points on that pass.
And less than 2 minutes left in the first half. Here comes Bones.
And Bomb Track back into the box for a back block.
Oh.
And Dreamboat Fanny goes to the penalty box for coaching from the mic.
Yeah, nobody heard me.
And the Team Unicorn jammer is now coming back into the box for a track cut.
Lolo Bones, his second track cut this jam.
It's turned to its own little shanty town here, the penalty box. They keep coming and going, new people moving in. Fast and furious action on the track, fast and furious action in the penalty box.
Yep.
I don't think we've seen this yet, this bout, but we are starting this jam with no Team Unicorn jammer. There's only a Cincinnati jammer on the line, so they're almost assuredly going to take lead jammer status for Hot Slice on this jam. With 44 seconds left on the clock, I'm assuming this might be the last jam of the first half.
I would assume that would be correct. While we're waiting, we're going to talk about Anthology, a shop in downtown Madison featuring over 100 local and indie artists. We dig crafty chicks. Thanks to Anthology for sponsoring the dolls.
And the unwritten rule of Derby announcing, all you have to do is say something and the exact opposite happens, as Lolo Bones has been released from jammer jail. So we do have 2 jammers on the track for this proposed final jam of the first half. And this timeout was Team Unicorn contesting that second track cut for Lolo Bones. The referees have reversed their decision and released her from the penalty box, which is why we have 2 jammers on the line. for this 20th jam in the first half.
Another one of our sponsors is the Lots Pharmacy. Locations on Madison's east and west sides, and new locations. That's where we go get our makeup for about. Where's your makeup? Where are your glasses? Where's your glasses?
I'm hot. I should not have worn this vest or this shirt.
Does this make you hotter wearing these?
You know what? These just mean I'm ready for a party. My margarita glasses. That's what I need to put back on. Hey, we're going to play some roller derby. That's exciting stuff.
Sugar Lumps jamming for Team Unicorn.
And on the line for the Vinyl Lambs right now is Hot Slice.
44 seconds left.
As you said, this is probably going to be the last jam of the half. So whatever points here are going to close it out. And there's the whistle, and we're going to go.
Well, the jam clock does supersede the period clock, so even though there's only 38 seconds on the period clock, there is 2 minutes on the jam clock, so it's going to be up to Hot Slice how long she wants to let this go. And as Sugar Lumps enters the pack, oh, she does a fancy little spin, gets all the way through for 4 points.
4 points for the Slicer and Dicer from Cincinnati. A little jammer, on jammer love there. And that's what we like to see here at the final closing seconds of the first half. Oh, fast and furious action. 4 points again for Hot Slice.
These girls are sure making it fun to watch tonight.
We're not getting a net advantage for either side, but this is a really exciting jam.
And the period clock you may mention has expired. We're down just to the jam clock. Everyone's still going at a good speed out there. Fast pack action along the outside.
Sebum Destroyer sends Hot Slice hard to the outside. That's going to allow Sugar Lumps to get through for an unchallenged 4 points, ladies and gentlemen.
She sure is nice to watch, isn't she?
There's so much
Beautiful.
going on. Oh, man.
That's a 9-point advantage for Sugar Lumps. And with that, Hot Slice is going to call off this final jam, ladies and gentlemen. 76 to 95. It's a 19-point game. Head on over to the concession stand, put in a shout out. All the money's going to go to the travel fund. Go to the concession stand, buy a $3 PBR. Buy one for me, buy one for Fanny.
Testing. Okay, all right, we're ready to set here. The second half. Your Team Unicorn taking on the Vinyl Lambs from Cincinnati. The score starting the second half, the Vinyl Lambs 95, Team Unicorn 76. And we're ready to go with the first jam of the second half. Ruthless Chris jamming for Cincinnati.
And Blanche Devereaux is your lead jammer for Team Unicorn.
Ruthless Chris out for her initial pass. Cincinnati setting up in the back. Big Ugly and Joanna Hurt taking on the jammer for Team Unicorn.
And she makes it through again.
And that is 4 more points for Team Unicorn. Ruthless Chris looking around to get around the pivot, and she is all around the inside, and she gets through. 4 points for Ruthless Chris for Cincinnati. And that's going to be it for that jam. That one coming to a conclusion.
And I see both penalty boxes are uncharacteristically empty as the second jam gets underway. Number 49 for Team Unicorn. That's going to be Donna Stunner wearing the star for the first time this bout, Fanny.
I see that. Congrats. Good job, Donna.
And that is going to be Sister Shovechild out on the line for the Cincinnati Violent Lambs in the second jam here of the second half of your opening game.
And she's going to shove her way right through that pack to take lead jammer status.
Sister Shovechild with lead jammer. After about turn one, getting it. Oh, and a hit by Bomb Track onto the jammer for Team Unicorn.
Team Unicorn doing a good job holding back Shovechild. Booty Collins did a good job holding back Shovechild. Donna Stunner goes down in the back. Annie Terrell.
Taking Annie down with her, but both back up through. Oh, and a big hit by Railroad onto Donna Stunner there, right at turn one, knocking her to the floor. Shovechild out and around, has to go back through the inside. A push there from her pivot.
And it looks like we had a star pass there. Sister Shovechild passed the start of Bomb Track, who is sent to the penalty box.
Sent to the penalty box. Not really sure about that, what that was about.
It looked like a procedural call to me.
A little confused on that call.
Donna Stunner is going to do a star pass of her own. So that looks like She Biscuit.
So the jammer is allowed to take off their jammer cover and give it to the pivot. And so She Biscuit is now your jammer for Team Unicorn.
She's through the back. She's not lead jammer. There is no lead jammer, so we are going to go for the whole 6 seconds remaining on the jam clock.
And She Biscuit goes to the box.
So that's going to...
One of our sponsors tonight is Madtown Printing. Madtown Printing is Madison's premier apparel print shop and design center.
And it looks like the procedural Bomb Track, they did the star pass incorrectly.
Alligator doing a good job holding back Hot Slice.
That's what I was able to pick up from some chatter there by the referees. The jammer has to take the panty off their own helmet and pass it to the pivot. And apparently Cincinnati, the pivot was assisting the jammer in removing the cover. And that's why we had the trip to the penalty box.
Okay, yeah, that is absolutely correct. I'm a little short, so it's kind of hard to see over the penalty box. I'm standing back here. So I might need to get me some lifting shoes.
Well, we do have some very tall penalty timers, and that's not helping the situation. I'll see if I can find a crate for you to stand on for the second
I would
bout.
appreciate that, thank you. Maybe a table to stand on? That'd be great.
Thelma Von Tussle does a good job knocking Hot Slice out.
Hot Slice is through the back for a 5-point grand slam. And She Biscuit's been released from Jammer Jail, so she's going to try to cut down on those points.
And Cincinnati has broken through the first century mark, 109-84 in the very beginnings of this second half. 5 more points for Hot Slice, the jammer for the Cincinnati Violent Lambs.
Or if you're a Team Unicorn fan, you might prefer the scoreboard above the snack bar, which is 84-14.
And there goes She Biscuit to the box.
And that is going to give Hot Slice for Cincinnati a power jam for the Violent Lambs.
And that's going to, She Biscuit's going back to the penalty box. Number 44, Murder Her. That is her 5th trip to the penalty box. She's only got 2 more tries, and then she is going to be expelled from the game.
Gertrude Awakening and Thelma Von Tussle doing an excellent job holding back the jammer.
Hot Slice able to get through, but that is done to the dam. She does pick up 4 more points. Looking at 124-84 right now for Cincinnati.
Still anybody's game.
Absolutely. Just a Shovechild coming to the line for the Violent Lambs. And she is going to be out there by herself. The only jammer on the track, the only one able to score points, is going to be Sister Shovechild of Cincinnati.
Nobody's got the pack advantage, but Cincinnati has the jammer advantage.
Anybody have a birthday tonight?
Absolutely.
Can I hear you if it's your birthday tonight?
Anybody having a birthday at the roller derby?
I think there's one person, Mr. Phil Sullivan. Happy birthday. Love someone who has a terrible crush on you.
Sister Shovechild, 5 points from the Vinyl Lambs. As that power jam comes to an end, She-Biscuit back in for Team Unicorn. Everyone mixing it up there between turn 1 and turn 2. Action between turns 1 and 2 right now. Sister Shovechild of Cincinnati working on trying to get around the last blocker for Team Unicorn as she does go to the box. Sequin Destroyer having a seat. Sister Shovechild, 5 more points, another grand slam for the Vinyl Lambs.
She-Biscuit making a third trip to the penalty box in 2 jams, ladies and gentlemen.
And Sister Shovechild on another power jam as the jammer for Team Unicorn has a seat in the box. Little pirouette move there by Sister Shovechild in the back.
Well, they started this second half with a 19-point lead, and we're now up to a 34-point lead for Cincinnati.
That's right. And that's going to do it for that jam. Ruthless Chris with the Jammer Star honor helmet going to be coming in for Cincinnati. Again, out there by herself as the jammer for Team Unicorn sits in the penalty box.
And no surprise, Cincinnati takes lead jammer status coming out of that first term as Cincinnati is engaging the passive offense, allowing Ruthless Chris to score 5 points for every 3 unicorns that she passes.
And looks like, 4 points there for Ruthless Chris.
There's the thumb. There's the thumb. She got 5. Team Captain Booty Collins is in jammer jail. She-Biscuit has been released, and we have a star pass to Sugar Lumps.
I love it when they do that.
And Sugar Lumps is through on her initial pass. She's not lead jammer, but she is able to start scoring points.
It is unusual to see star passes in Derby, and we've already seen 3 here in this game.
In this half.
I've got a shout out tonight.
Half, you're right.
I've got a shout out tonight from Peter Panties and Busta Crimes, and they would like to give a shout out to Sugar Lumps, aka Christy Yamaguchi, aka Sugar Bush. Sugar, you are an inspirational teammate and one of MRD's legends.
All right, back at the action on the flat track. Hot Slice for Cincinnati, taking the Jammer Star, working to get her way up through at about turn 2. A couple unicorns to beat, and she does get through. Lead Jammer for the Hot Slice.
Gertrude Awakening breaks through the pack.
Cincinnati setting up in front with the Joanna Hurt, Cincy Psycho, and Big Ugly Wall up there. Big Ugly putting a hit on the pivot for Team Unicorn. And Hot Slice calls it off. That will be the conclusion of that jam. 5 points more on the board for Cincinnati.
got a little bit of a stretch here, 161 to 84. 18 minutes left in the game.
Remember, the shout-out box is at the merch table. For only $1, you can do a shout-out for your favorite skater, your favorite Derby fan, anyone you want. Pay $1, make us say stupid things. All money goes to the Dairyland Dolls Travel Fund.
And Bomb Track on the line for Cincinnati.
She's facing off against the legendary Sugar Lumps.
And Sugar Lumps is your lead jammer.
Everyone's setting up shop there at turn one. Both teams go in slow derby, and Sugar Lump calls it off. Not wanting Cincinnati to get through and pick up any more points, does it for that jam. Ruthless Chris headed to the line for the Violent Lambs with the jammer panty.
She's going to be facing off against Fandangled, one of the Unholy Rollers rookies from this year.
And an equal pack for both teams. All skaters on the track right now. All blockers and all jammers. And quickly, lead jammer for Cincinnati, Ruthless Chris of the Vital Lambs.
And Cincinnati doing a good job holding back Bang Dangle. And she breaks free.
And Joanna Hurt is going to sit in, take a seat in the box. Looks like she was out of play. Ruthless Chris calls it off.
Well, in this first half of the second half, Cincinnati has ripped it open. Started with a 19-point lead. Now they're sitting at a very comfortable 79-point lead.
Sugar Lump is jamming for the Team Unicorn. You know, she's going to be leaving and moving to Ohio. So we're going to wish her good luck. One of the last few games she's playing with us.
Our loss is the Burning Rivers game.
And for Cincinnati, that is going to be Sister Shopchild on the line from the Vital Lambs. A 4-on-2 pack advantage right now for Team Unicorn as Cherry Choke and Joanna Hurt are sitting in the box. And quickly, just like that, lead jammer for Sister Shopchild. Look at a score right now of 165 to 86. 15:46 left in your opening game here this evening.
Sister Showchild having trouble with Blanche Devereaux and Micro Mauler. She's through 4 points, and she's going to call off the jam before Sugar Lumps can put up any more points for Team Unicorn.
Called it off with authority. She wanted him to see it. Tapping them hips hard.
It is important to remember there are 4 whistle blasts to end the jam, and you can score until that 4th blast.
That's right.
So
You got to do it quickly.
Skating
The quicker you do it, the better.
just because the jam has been called off. You can still score points. I'd like to give a shout out to the nice fan who bought me a beer at halftime.
Bang Dangled jamming for Team Unicorn, and she breaks through the pack.
Bang Dangle through the pack and lead jammer for Team Unicorn.
Nefarious and
Ruthless
Sequin
Chris
holding her
is
back.
struggling behind Sequin Destroy Her and Alligator.
The box was getting too cold. We need to warm it up again.
Doing some fighting there, trying to get through the pack. That tremendous defense that Team Unicorn keeps throwing out there, keeping Ruthless Chris at bay. Chris not able to find a hole or any daylight to get through.
The Unicorns are not normally known as pack animals, but in this instance, they certainly are serving as one.
Yep. Sitting now.
And we have a power jam for Team Unicorn.
A 5-point grand slam for Fandangle.
Yep, Fandangle, the only one out there on the track right now. As we said, Ruthless Chris sitting in the box.
And based on the amount of cheering I'm hearing, you don't need me to tell you what that was. In case you missed it, here's another one.
And Joanna Hurt got ahead of the blocks, called for a multiplayer.
You are not allowed to link arms with a teammate to prevent the Jammer from getting through, but she does get through for another 5 points, bringing this within 68 points for Team Unicorn. With a little over 13 minutes left to play, we do have a timeout.
While we have a timeout, why don't we talk about some of the fabulous people that help us skate here in Madison. Mad City Music, Madison's best selection of new and used vinyls, new releases and hard to find titles, new and used, vinyls, CDs, and more. Low prices on the best music, new and used. A shout out here, Unicorns rule, Griffins drool. So mature.
So there, Griffin.
We're starting the next jam here as a power jam with Blanche Devereaux.
Cincinnati with a sizable disadvantage, as you just mentioned. Ruthless Chris in the box, as well as La Bruja and Joanna Hurt for Cincinnati.
I'm going to mention another one of our sponsors, one of my favorite. The Onion. Onion's America's finest news source, supporting women on wheels since the Inquisition. A little dance party out there. So you guys know we're starting the 10-year anniversary for MRD. You guys let's give it up for NRD's birthday. 10 years old.
A decade strong.
Yep.
Who loves double D's? Just me, huh?
Obviously,
This official timeout brought to you by Blanche Devereaux wanting to dance on the jammer line. And that timeout was Cincinnati seeking clarification on that multiplayer block penalty called on Wanna Hurt. The penalty was upheld. She will serve the rest of her time in Jammer jail.
Blanche Devereaux breaks through the pack.
Once again, Team Unicorn engaging in a slacker offense, trying to lure the Cincinnati players outside the zone of engagement.
There she goes again.
And Ruthless Chris back in the mix for Cincinnati. So that's going to put it as a 4-on-3 pack advantage for Team Unicorn. But both jammers now on the track. Ruthless Chris working to the outside, taking a little bit of a push from her teammate Big Ugly. Ruthless Chris checking around, checking out. Oh, and that's going to call off the jam.
2 more points for Team Unicorn and a goose egg for the Cincinnati Violent Lambs, giving us a score of 108-69, a 61-point game with a little over 12 minutes to play in the second half.
Say, Jack, I see you've got a lot of tattoos there. Is there any chance you got some of them at Ultimate Arts?
Only most of them.
Well, Ultimate Arts is one of our sponsors. Did you know that?
Absolutely. That's the best place in town to get poked.
Hot slice on the line for Cincinnati. Taking it 2, but stuck in the
Sugar Lips
back.
is your lead jammer! MRD's sure gonna miss that, girl.
Sugarlumps through the pack on her first scoring pass.
Oh, hot slice on one foot.
Hot slice just called for a track cut. That's going to give the Sugarlumps lead jammer and power jammer, ladies and gentlemen.
That was a great push to the line by Alligator.
Cincinnati is at full pack strength. But on the plus side, Sugarlumps does have Alligator, Booty Collins, Donna Stunner, and Micro Mauler assisting as blockers. If we're both going to be at full pack, that's who I'd want on my side.
That big wall of white, Joanna Hurt there along with Rock Solid. And she gets through for 5 more points.
5 more points for Sugarlumps. Sugarlumps taking a hard hit from Rock Solid, number 74. Sugarlumps is through for a third 5-point grand slam, ladies and gentlemen.
Stacking up them points for Team Unicorn. Working on a comeback here in the last about 10.5 minutes of the game. We'll get a 169 for the Violent Lambs, 123 for Team Unicorn.
But with Sugarlumps putting up a 20-point jam, 60 points is within reach. We're now at 41 points, separating these two teams with about 10 minutes left to play. Let's hear it, Unicorn fans.
Yeah! Woo! Great defense, Team Unicorn.
Bang Bangle is going to be facing off against Sister Shovechild in this 12th jam of the second half, ladies and gentlemen.
Sister Shovechild on the line for the Violent Lambs. Cincinnati, I believe, from my count, has been on 169 for a few jams now. Really hoping to get some more points. They are hoping to get some more points for their team. Try and keep that lead ahead.
Bang Dangle's fighting her way for the front. And she's passed by Shovechild.
Sister Shovechild doing her part, getting lead jam, controlling the jam to Cincinnati.
Cincinnati waiting till late in the first half to put Sister Shovechild in as jammer, but if memory serves, Squints, every time she's been jammer, she's taken lead jams. So maybe it shouldn't wait so long next time.
You're right, she is quick off the line and getting lead. And of course, that is exactly what Cincinnati needs to do right now if they want to keep that lead, because Team Unicorn has been knocking on the door in the last few jams. 5 points there, 4 points, I'm sorry, for Team Unicorn. Shovechild hits the floor hard.
And Sequin Destroyer is going to the box after that, Pam.
Still a 41-point game.
Anybody's game. I'm going to mention 10-year anniversary again because I want to talk about our sponsor, the Wisco. Apparently, we started MRD at the Wisco, and they're one of our sponsors. Willie Street Pub and Grilling, Good Times Emporium. Call it what you like, it's the Wisco.
So an even pack for both teams, Cincinnati and Team Unicorn, with 3 on the track. Murderer actually just entered herself, so now 4-on-3 pack advantage for Cincinnati. Sequin Destroyer still sitting in. Team
Sugarlumps is going to the box for cutting.
That's a lead jam for Bob Track of Cincinnati. 5 points on that pass.
With an uncharacteristically full Team Unicorn penalty box and an empty Cincinnati
and Bob
penalty
Track
box.
around the outside. 5 more points for Cincinnati.
Cincinnati's got a 14-pack advantage and a 1-none jammer advantage.
I want to give a shout out to our support and our refs. You see these girls working hard in the trap, but so are our refs. Let's give them a shout out.
Let's hear it for the Team Orange and Team Zebra, ladies and gentlemen.
Team Orange and Team Zebra.
Yeah, the rest of the NSO is all working very hard. Definitely thanks to them for what they do.
Blanche Devereaux's going into the box, and they called off the jam.
So 4 points for Bomb Track there on that last pass. Bomb Track putting up quite a litany of points for Cincinnati. Cincinnati's knocking on the door to 200.
That was a 20-point jam for Cincinnati, giving us a 61-point difference.
Timeout. This timeout is brought to you by John Rogerson, MD. The Orthopedic Office of John Rogerson, MD, and Don L. Wackwitz provides state-of-the-art comprehensive orthopedic care of the shoulder, hip, and knee while treating each patient like a family member. For more information, please visit their website, www.orthoteam.com. I'd also like to mention one of our sponsors, Anala Salon. Our beautiful Miss Valma Von Tussle is the owner of Avana Salon on Atwood and at the Hilldale Mall.
And we got a little bit of a wave going on in the fan section. I mean, who doesn't love a wave at a roller derby down?
Aw, you're so spazzy.
All right, so we're looking at 6:28 left in this first contest. The Vinyl lands up 193 to Team Unicorns 132. And that's going to do it for that timeout. And we are back in. And lead jammer for Ruthless Chris of Cincinnati.
Alligator gets out of the box just in time to block their jammer.
Jerry Cho coming into the box right now for the Vinyl Lambs.
Oh,
Ruthless Chris
nice.
taking a...
That was a solid hit. And Cincinnati goes to the box. Sugar Lumps got a power jam.
A sorely needed power jam for Sugar Lumps. 5 points for Team Unicorn.
She makes it look so easy, doesn't she?
That's a second 5-point grand slam, ladies and gentlemen.
Five more points.
That's a 15-point jam for Sugar Lumps and Team Unicorn.
Cincinnati right now just in a stall as...
And an
Ruthless Chris-
extremely fancy 4th grand slam. And that is a grand slam of grand slams. Grand slam squared for Sugar Lumps. Let's give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for that 7th grand slam for Sugar Lumps.
Ruthless Chris back in Cincinnati.
4 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, was a 40-point jam.
That was beautiful. One of our sponsors tonight is also the Malt House. It's Madison's craft beer oasis. Also one of the few places you can sit outside in Madison and drink beer.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, with 4 minutes left in play, we have a 30-point game.
And the game has got exciting in the last few minutes here.
Bear in mind, with 6 minutes to go, we had a 60-point game. So they made up half of the half of the points they needed to make up in 1/3 of the time that they had. So this really is still anyone's game. I know it sounds like a cliche, but it is true. So if you're a Unicorn fan, let's get behind them now as we head into this timeout.
Sequin Destroyer jamming for Team Unicorn.
And for the Vonda Lambs of Cincinnati, that is going to be Sister Shovechild back in the pack. And the whistle goes, and they are off. Pack's even on both sides as Big Ugly now re-enters. Shovechild working all of his forced out and has to start all over again from the very back.
And Sequin Destroyers are lead jammer.
And Shovechild commits a track cut, giving Sequin Destroyer a power jam, a pack advantage, and a jammer advantage.
Yeah! And she calls it up. Another one of our sponsors is Super Duper. We offer digital offset letterpress and hand silk screen printing, and we specialize in CD and DVD packaging. Thanks, Super Duper.
And meanwhile, La Bruja, actually for Cincinnati, is just fouled out, so she is done for the evening. Taking her place in the penalty box is Cincy Psycho.
So Sugar Lumps is going to start the 16th jam unopposed, giving her an almost assured lead jam and a power jam. As Sister Shovechild for Cincinnati serves out her time in jammer jail, we have a 25-point game, Fanny.
I see that. And Sugar Lumps is back in the game. We'll see if she can do it again. And she is! Sugar Lumps is your lead jammer.
With a little under 3 minutes left to play and 25 points.
Yeah!
Make that 20 points.
And in these closing minutes, yeah, Team Unicorn is putting the points on the board, making it very close and very tight. Represents 2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Woo! This is her night.
Can we say 15 points?
Yeah, she goes again.
And she's going to call off that jam, ladies and gentlemen. Score is 187-97. 2 minutes left to play. It's a 10-point game.
A tight game here in the closing 2 minutes left. Man, I was sweating before, I'm really sweating now. But what's better than a close derby game? Nothing. Absolutely nothing is better than a close roller derby game.
No.
Nothing I can talk about in mixed company.
Let's hear it for Team Unicorn. Sequin Destroyers are lead jammer again.
Sequin Destroyers lead jammers. Cincinnati penalty box empties out, leaving Solo by herself.
Sequin's breaking through the pack. Cincinnati's holding her back. Yeah!
Falls off the jam and put up 4 points. We got a 6-point game with 1 minute left to play, ladies and gentlemen.
That's lovely. So lovely.
I couldn't have said it better myself, Andy.
Now this timeout is brought to you by Wild East Town Honda. Be a lead jammer and call off the jam for Glam Slam savings at Wild East Town Honda.
All right, so 6 points separating us here as we're at about 1:06 left. Back in regulation from this opening bout. 197 for the Vonda Lambs, 191 for Team Unicorn.
If I had a beer, I would have spit it out, that last one.
I think both teams know how important lead jammer is in this last jam.
Well, this may not
Let's
be the
hear it
last
for
jam.
Madison.
Ruthless Chris out there for Cincinnati, and the building is erupting Those people on their feet, lots of noise happening in the building.
Whatever team you're pulling for, ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise with 1 minute left to play. We got a 6-point game. And remember, the jam clock supersedes the period clock. So we have 2 minutes of play left, at least.
And they're off quickly. Ruthless Chris
Michael
was one to
Rollin
beat, and
holding her
Ruthless
back.
Chris gets lead jammer for Cincinnati.
Cincinnati's through and takes lead jammer.
Ruthless Chris through, and 4 points for her in Cincinnati.
That's going to put him up past the bicentennial mark.
They're going to let this clock run out, I think.
It's still a 6-point game with 10 seconds left in the period clock, 1 minute left on the jam clock. Now it's a 10-point game as Cincinnati is through.
And there you have it.
And your
Nice game.
final Cincinnati Violent Lanes
Wow.
205. Team Unicorn an extremely impressive 199.
What a very close game. A hard-fought battle for both teams there at the end. My goodness.
White knuckling it.
Neither team has anything to be ashamed of in this one, ladies and gentlemen. That was an exciting bout from start to finish.
Well, they sure did a good job bringing back that score.
Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That was an exciting bout to call. I'm Jack Duck, soon to be replaced by Bob Noxious in the second bout. Then the Dairyland Gals will be taking on the Black Sheep of Cincinnati, Ohio, along with Squint and Greenbelt Fanny. Please head over to the merch table, contribute to the shout-out box, put in the shout-out, pick up a t-shirt, go grab a beer, and be back here in 13 minutes and 47 seconds.